the day that George Washington was born. 2K Sports brings you the best in NBA coverage. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena. You look at the Grizzlies. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
This is one of those games when you look at your calendar, it's circled before the schedule's even released. So it's one of the best rivalries we have in our league. And, guys, this is the one you do not want to miss.
No doubt about it, because it seems like these two teams always have a reason to be angry at each other, a little chippy at the very least, and that brings out the best basketball in both of them.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. A lot of defense with Conley and Lee in the backcourt. Zach Randolph is out there with Green, and it's Allen in at the 3 slot.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me, executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster. Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Bogut, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Memphis called for the foul. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
The shot's good from Randolph.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Mike Conley. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Back to Lee. Jacks up a 3. Lee with another miss.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Kicks to Curry. Iguodala outside. Rebound by Mario Chalmers. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Curry with the steal. Power down with both hands.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's Chalmers. The Warriors making the shot. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Golden State ball.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Lee outside. Good. And it's Chalmers with the assist that time. Lee's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Thompson inside the line. Bank shot. No good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Iguodala with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Iguodala's running. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 10 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Curry coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Iguodala's drive. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Curry against Chalmers. Thompson from long range. The shot is off. Good D by Lee. Now the dish to Allen. And that misses badly. Air ball. Last outing for Memphis. They won that game against Brooklyn.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
So timeout called here.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing. Spacing.
From outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
He's checked in for Golden State. And here are the Grizzlies now. It's a 10-point game. You look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Thompson against Lee. Bogut kicks to Curry. Fires from deep. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And Memphis making a change here. Conley's checked in, and he nails the third. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Conley left side. There's Lee with the three.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
To end the drought. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start. Warriors leading by 12. Thompson for the triple. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. To the middle, here's Conley, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach. One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through, can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Spates in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Chalmers is checked in. Curry passes to Barnes. Feeds it to Rush. Down low. Puts up the baby hook. And Curry puts it in. Curry's got 15.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And that one's good, Holland.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And now running up the court, Rush pushing it all the way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. Here's Chalmers. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And Leandro Barbosa gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Hollins. Barnes grabs the miss.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
It's Curry outside. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. An MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Green is checked in. Ryan Howland. Carter comes in for Matt Barnes. And it's Lee in for Mario Chalmers.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Warriors leading by 8. It's deflected. Stolen by Carter. Fires from deep. They get it again.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter, sir.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year. And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
As he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Talking about Courtney Lee, the ball handling and court vision are suspect, but, you don't care because he's provided solid defense on the wing, Clark, and he's hit over 40% of his threes last year.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooting two guards in the league, Kevin. And last year, he and Conley were out of sight at the end of games. That's a wonderful combo to have, two great free throw shooting guards lately.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Ryan Hollins comes in for JaMychal Green, and it's Green in for Zach Randolph.
Ooh, and that dunk had some anger to it. I mean, usually he's content to just go up and get the finish with the soft touch.
Not that time. The big man looked like he had something to prove there.
Well, when it comes to finishing ability, he does have something to prove. He's been known to trick some layups here and there.
Warriors leading by 9. It's stolen by Green, and it's Memphis on the break. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. That three off the mark. And they're pushing it up. Stolen by Michael Conley. Three-pointer. Second shot opportunity. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And some changes here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Draymond Green comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Livingston in for Leandro Barbosa.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Lee outside. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Takes the three. Livingston, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 9.
Putting you in.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Thompson, he's checked in for Curry.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Inside, it's stolen by Green. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
And we've reached...
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the under...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny the Jet Smith. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is.
The second half just about to get going here. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. At the 2 is Lee with Allen at the 3. Green is out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And Thompson kicks to Green. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
No one near Iguodala as he lets it go. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Allen in the post. He's covered by Iguodala. Great D that time from Green.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Curry's shot is good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Lee, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Back to Lee. 5 to shoot. Left side, Randolph. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. It's stolen by Curry. One-on-one here. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
Look at that
jam. Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
It's stolen by Green. The finish, and finished off by Bogut.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
The drive by Green misses the layup.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Allen kicks to Randolph. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
In a league that's becoming more and more pick and roll oriented, Zach Randolph is more of a throwback, if you will. I mean, he likes to back his man down and battle for those offensive rebounds.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Barnes, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Oh, I love the power forward. Zach Randolph always seems to carve out space, the space he needs to play well.
Yeah, he's unorthodox but extremely gifted. A nice blend of physicality with high skill level, especially when you talk about shooting the ball.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Thompson, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Mario Chalmers. First personal foul, team score.
Here's Curry. 24 points for him. The drive by Green. And he gets it to go.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Lee's checked in for the Grizzlies. Conley now comes in for Mario Chalmers. Conley kicks to Green. And it's Green slamming it down. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Conley with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. It's stolen by Bogut. Thompson outside. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Conley dishes to Lee. Curry with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Green with the jam.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And here are the Warriors now. Curry. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Tony Allen. The Warriors have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for...
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show.